Just because you're vegan doesn't mean you have to miss out on crispy Yorkshire puddings. We tested a recipe from a virtual vegan to see how these compare to the regular kind. First, drain a can of chickpeas over a bowl. We're not interested in the actual chickpeas, but we do want the liquid they're stored in, which is known as aquafaba. Now to mix the dry ingredients. Combine half a cup of all-purpose flour with 2/3 of a cup of chickpea flour, 2 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric for color. Whisk this all together, then set aside while you mix the wet ingredients in a separate bowl. Pour in 1½ cups of water, followed by 6 tablespoons of aquafaba, 3/4 of a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Whisk everything together until frothy, then pour into the dry ingredients and whisk to combine. The batter now needs to rest for at least 10 minutes. While you wait, prepare your muffin tin by adding about 1 teaspoon of oil to each cup, then put the tray into a preheated 425-degree oven for 10 minutes or until smoking hot. Work quickly to pour the batter almost all the way to the top of each cup using a jug, then return to the oven for 30 to 40 minutes depending on how crispy you want them. Ours didn't turn out exactly how we were hoping, and we had a few theories as to why, so we tried again with a few minor adjustments. The first possible culprit was the chickpea flour, since we could only find a coarse grind and it's possible that it weighed down the batter and prevented it from rising. So this time we used just all-purpose flour and the rest of the ingredients remained the same. After the dry ingredients were mixed together, we combined all the wet ingredients again in a separate bowl. This time we mixed with an electric mixer with the hopes that adding more air to the batter would help the puddings rise and stay fluffy after baking. When we poured the wet mixture into the dry, we combined with an electric mixer again just for good measure. We then allowed the batter to rest while we heated up our muffin tin with oil just as before, only this time we added slightly more oil to each cup. The baking instructions remain the same, and these ones rose ever so slightly more, but still not as high as a regular Yorkshire pudding. They're certainly tasty though, so kudos to a virtual vegan for that, and subscribe to Dish for more vegan recipes.